consumption around the world. And the third one, the additional one, is the electric cars. Okay, today 1/4 of all the cars sold in the world are electric. So they push the electricity demand growth, and it will be met.
Spreads tightening dramatically over the last several years. It was really to take advantage of the really tight spreads. It's really for many different things, including, is it certainty, is it timing, is it, how long you want to be, working with a specific sponsor, for example. And so it can be many things. And I think issuers we're seeing now are getting quite sophisticated around it.
Make sure it has access to that energy security over time. What's the kind of shape that you're seeing that's changing? Which parts of the world are being acquired the most, and which are being most acquisitive? And you know where I'm leaning a little bit on that question.
I feel you're being delightfully diplomatic
Exactly.
here, Robin. Century scramble for resources in Africa, or even post-World War II in the Middle East. And I would say there's no question that the intensified geopolitical competition between great powers is playing out in more competition.
Yeah, I was like, is anybody gonna a little bit of cough? That was, she said that straight up.
Many of us have Venezuela on
No, because it's a whole different, it's a different world in terms of your orientation perspective. When you're like, what does it mean to colonize? The scramble for resources. When we made that transition from whale blubber to kerosene, or an early form of oil, the whales almost went extinct.
So a real perception that of dominating the Western Hemisphere. So there's a desire not just for physical control, but a desire to ensure that others don't control resources. And Venezuela, I think, really did up the game, obviously, by using military force into the equation. But this is not new within the last year or two or even 3 years.
There's no limit. We have also removed subsidies, particularly
in the
petroleum
1990s.
subsidies.
First, that was
But
actually having ownership over resources. And as China has become more sophisticated, and as the energy system has become more, strategy has diversified, and it's moved away from trying to own oil resources in Latin America or Africa or other parts of the world.
Lower inflation and low borrowing costs in Europe, and also now heading that way in the US. You're still confident about the low teens? Like that's a sort of a comfortable area of returns. And if it dips into single digits, do you become a bit more squeamish about just being involved at all?
It's really where it ranks in the